Welcome back, everybody. I have Daniel here with me now, creative writing guru. Is that a good title for you?
It's a generous title. Thank you.
Love it. Yeah, so of course a part of ASU's Writers Conference. That's just a huge deal every single year. So let's kind of dive right in. For those who may not be familiar with it, how do you even explain it to them?
So it's held in honor of Elmer Kelton. So for those who don't know who Elmer Kelton is, the late Elmer Kelton, renowned author of Western literature, wrote more than 40 books, longtime member of the San Angelo community. So it's held in honor of him, and every year we invite a renowned writer to Angelo State University. The conference is free and open to the public, so both community members and students have an opportunity to go and hear a really popular and well-established author read their work.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. What an opportunity, and like you said, it's free and open to the public.
Yeah, so it's unique in that way. It's one of the few in the region where there's no registration required. Anybody can meander in. There are events throughout the day, not just the keynote readings. So there are both regional and local writers who are invited to showcase their work. So reading panels throughout the day leading up to the keynote reading at nighttime.
Wow, that's amazing. This is like a book nerd's perfect day, I feel
absolutely.
like.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I would totally be there. I'm a bookworm 100%, and it's such a variety there as well. Yeah,
so the genres will switch each year for the invited keynote reader, but the panelists themselves are essayists, fiction writers, poets, and many of the panelists are also extremely established in their own right. Some of the people we have coming this year already have books themselves. And I don't know how many people know this, but Texas is home to some of the most competitive creative writing graduate programs, not just in the country, but in the world. So we're really lucky to have some people affiliated with those programs reading as well this year.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, okay, we got to tell everybody when it is, because it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, so it's March 6th and 7th. That's a Thursday and Friday. So it's all day Thursday. The first event will be at 9:30 in the morning, where Jenny Brown will be interviewed, and then her keynote reading and presentation will be at 4:30 p.m.
Wow, that's awesome. And like you said, different things going on throughout the day.
Throughout the day. So the panelist readings will be happening in between there. And then the other really cool thing is we do an awards ceremony for high school and undergrad winners of the writing contest that are affiliated with this.
Wow. Okay, this is amazing. So, it's open to the public. So for those who think, okay, well, maybe I'm not into writing, I don't write myself, what would you tell them? I
think if you come in and you keep an open mind and just sit back and listen, you never know how something might transport you in a way that's unexpected. I think anyone who enjoys not just a good story or a good poem, but also the experience of seeing someone get up there and share their work, it's an inspirational thing, whether or not you're into literature or not. And then the other thing that I think is really cool about this conference, it offers an interesting glimpse kind of into the phases of a writer's development, from the high school students to undergraduates, the panelists, all the way up to the keynote. We see this range of different people who are engaged. The act of storytelling, and I think it kind of highlights the way literature offers a glimpse into the nuance of our individual experiences, but also brings us together as a community. So I think even if you're not a book nerd like I am or like you are, you can still go and you can feel that kind of communal energy and really appreciate the spirit of the conference. Wow,
yeah, that's amazing. And like you said, it kind of gives a glimpse into that process, and I'm sure offers encouragement for people who, whatever stage they're in.
Absolutely, absolutely. I always tell my students, forgive the cliche, it is not a sprint. It is a long process that requires a lot of time, a lot of persistence. I myself was a reader at this conference while I was still a graduate student before I even started teaching at ASU. So I've had my own kind of unique experience with tracking that growth as a writer, and this conference has had a lot to do with that.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing all this with us. Of course, of course. Mark your calendars, everybody, for that great event. All right, folks, we do have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.